Hey y'all, Dylan Earl here on KUAF. This is Get in the Truck. There's nothing quite like living on four wheels with a radio. Nothing quite like my morning view that changes day to day. My loved ones, they often ask me, how do I carry on that way? I'm amazed at the way they miss me. Oh, when I get in the truck, start her up, I'll take me wherever I go. I try to keep track on my worn out map, but I get lost living in the fold. That's right. When my dreams, they finally take me on some far out county road, I'll wake up with another place to go. Oh, when I get in the truck, start her up, I'll take me wherever I'll go. I try to keep track on my worn out map, but I get lost living in the folds. Oh, yes, I'm lost living in the fold. Something like that.
Hi, my name is Sophia and Nourani. I'm here with Dylan Earl at KUAF Public Radio. Thank you so much for being here with me, Dylan.
Absolutely happy to be here.
Could you start by introducing yourself, please?
Yeah, my name is Dylan Earl. I've been naturalized by the natural state right here in the great damn state of Arkansas, and I live here in Fayetteville, just down the street. So this is my local radio station.
Glad to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here, so thank you for having me. I listen to it all the time. Support KUAF.
Well, we're here today to support you and your new album that's out, Level-Headed, Even Smile. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's my fourth studio album. It was recorded right here in town, up on the square, actually. Homestead Recording had a brief foray of a time in a building up there just off of the square, and I guess I was really lucky that we were able to get this record in there. We did the whole thing up there, and it was just an absolute blast. It was January a couple years ago when it snowed a whole bunch. It iced over for 1 week. We were in session, and then we had a week off, and then we were back in session wrapping the album, and it snowed a whole bunch. So that was really special. Grady Drug was down from Springfield. He helped co-produce alongside Grant Diabin. Grant's from Northwest Arkansas. Grant and I had done a lot of pre-production in Lebo, Kansas, at his family farm out there. And then the rest of the crew, Dick Darden and Chris Wood, the rhythm section that everyone loves here in town. Lee Zadro was on keys all over it. And then we had, Grant was on mandolin and bass. I did guitars and vocals, and then we had a slew of extra singers, which was a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun bird sounds on this album. Those are all done by Nick Shoulders. He did all that. The OK Crawdad, his band, did a lot of backing vocals on Two Kinds of Loner and on Lawn Chair. And then Mary Kimbrough and Jude Brothers and Charlie Jones were also on some background vocals and such. So it's just when I make albums, people in L.A., New York, and Austin, Nashville, they all say, "Oh, you come make a record with us." I'm like, I'm sure you have awesome, nice studios, no doubt, but all the buddies where it all started is right here in Fayetteville.
A lot of names that KUAF is familiar with too.
Exactly, and so it's like it's so important to make art with my buddies that were around all the events that inspired the art. Mm-hmm. So, and everyone here is so fantastic. And I think it comes through on that album how much fun we had making it.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the most important thing for me. This here's the title track off the record, Level-Headed Even Smile, and it's about doing just that, keeping a smile on your face in spite of it all. And when I do that, some nights I'm crying on the back roads, I'm rolling my smoke backwards, I'm trying to keep a level-headed even smile. Now don't you know I might take a while to get there, I'm just hoping I get anywhere, I'm trying to keep a level-headed even smile. And when I ain't strong, I try to be strong enough, I try to be kind. Well, even when I've gotta be tough, I'm gonna keep my mind off the winter time. Until I get back on my feet, until then I gotta keep a little level-headed even smile. Some nights I'm crying on the back roads, I'm rolling my smoke backwards, I'm trying to keep a little level-headed even smile. Now don't you know I might take a while to get there, I'm just hoping I get anywhere, I'm trying to keep a level-headed even smile. And when I feel small, I try to be big and bad, don't get me wrong. Well, I'm blessed for the lessons I've had, I'm gonna keep my nose on my own turn row. I'm about to reap the seed that I sow, until then I gotta keep a little level-headed even smile. Some nights I'm crying on the back roads, I'm rolling my smoke backwards, I'm trying to keep a little level-headed even smile. Now don't you know I might take a while to get there, I'm just hoping I get anywhere, I'm trying to keep a little level-headed even smile. I'm out here on KUAF in Fayetteville, Arkansas, trying to keep a little level, I'm out here trying to keep a level-headed even smile in spite of it all. Today's pretty easy because I'm on the radio with my friends out here in the Ozarks where I live, and I love, and I cry, and I worship the moon, and I try to be kind to trees and people and little living things.
Why did you choose a level-headed even smile as the title track?
Oh, I thought about naming the album so many other things, and I was picking certain phrases and words I liked out, and then, you know, I think when I wrote Level-Headed Even Smile, it felt like this is a cornerstone to the next record, which is an exciting feeling to have, and I haven't had that feeling yet for the next one. Mm-hmm. But you get excited when you put out a record and you ride that thing for a while, and then things start kind of kicking in, and I was on the road with my friends Chris Hacker and Desiree Cannon. And we're kind of talking about how awful the world is and how important it is to stay cued in and stay on top of things and be active in your community and vote local, et cetera, et cetera. But it's also really important to pull out of that for a brief second and just take a little reprieve and a breather. And that's all that song was really about. And I wrote it on tour with them, and I thought, well, dadgum, you know, I think I have this. This is like I'm starting to see a new album kind of, you know, come into being in front of me. And so I don't know, everything I tried naming the record, I just kept going back to, like, what's the whole point here? You know, what is the basic point of this record? And it's just like, put a smile on your dang face, man. Like, that's it. Like, that's kind of, if you take anything away from this album, it's like the message in that song is kind of like, if you're going to get anything out of this, this is the one little message I want you to get. You know, like, go take a deep breath.
It's necessary.
Yeah. All right, here's a little waltz in D, friends. This is a song I wrote about a dream I have sometimes about me and the poet Frank Stanford and the Arkansas Traveler all sitting on the levee in North Logan County at the Arkansas River, watching our bodies float on downstream and saying, "So long, suckers." hoofbeats I hum harmonies on the trail of one hell of a day. Like yesterday, today's like the days before that. Still damned if I don't find my way. So I ride and ride from dawn until dusk. I'll bury my own heart if I must, or lay me by the creek, give to eternal sleep. So I'll finally drift on my way. 'Cause each night the moon whispers to me. I dream of where I'm to die. I've been there before. I saw the Arkansas from the levee again, and watched myself drift on away. And in particular, I'm talking about a little corner of North Logan County there, on a hill, a place called Subiaco, where old brother Frankie's buried. And it says right at his feet, it wasn't a dream, it was a flood. I believe it. So bury me beneath them tall pine trees on the hill where my heart was most still, amongst the monks of a hard day's prayer, to keep me and hold me right there. 'Cause each night the moon whispers to me. I dream of where I'm to die. I'd been there before. I saw the Arkansas from the levee again, and watched myself drift on away. I've seen myself drift on